All right, happy Monday, everybody. I'll do a better job in making sure that I get all my trend channel and things like that, but I'm just not sure why I'm having such a hard time importing one setting from one machine to the next. I just don't want to carry a big laptop around, so I saved the workspace and put it over here, but just seems like sometime it works, sometime it doesn't, and I just checked it. Looks like it doesn't get saved over my thumb drive. But anyways, we all know that last Friday was really bullish, right? It went up, and then Sunday it opened up, came back down at about one, and went up almost a percent, I believe, all the way up here, and to about 6 o'clock, 6:30 here, market open, went back up, make new high a couple times, and just came down. This morning when I was looking at it, just such a small range right here. I just can't spot any like good traps or anything, so didn't take any there. Made new high right here and came down. First entry is right here, got rejected at this level, and so got rejected right here, came down, never made it back up, right? Try to come down again, consolidate right here, and we got a pretty bullish bar. I took it. I thought about the congestion of this trade right here, but somehow I felt good about it, so I took it. It could be bad. It could, it might work. It might not. But if I waited a little bit, I could have had this short, right? So came up, first entry, came back up, second entry right here, and just came straight down, fall straight down. But I saw this, but because of this uptrend, and the consolidation, I just did not think about taking it. I'm not sure why. Um, anyway, I think that one's pretty good, right? We basically it came down, recheck at EMA right here, came down, came back up, clear rejection, and then clear rejection. Um, I I saw it after this one right here. I saw it, but the risk is so big, right? One, two, three. So basically, it's $175 risk. I guess if it's good, should take it anyway, right? So uh, anyway, and then we got this one right here also rejects, right? Well, but nobody would take this short. So close to EMA, and we're on such an uptrend. Anyway, um, and then so what happened is as this one's coming down, I try to put in a short order, leave it right here so I can drag it. So I left it right here, forgot to close it, and it came down and I got fill on it, right? Was panicking, so luckily I got out for like $8. Got out for about, yeah, $8. Um, could have got my scalp though if I waited, right? But since this is not our typical entry, so there's no reason to stay in there. Okay, so the biggest mistake of the day is right here. Let's zoom in. I knew what I was doing. I talked myself out of it, but again, broke my own trading rules. Console basically bottom out right here, went up, first entry, okay, second entry, short right here, okay. Uh, it was never a fail, right? It was never a trap. It got its scalp, so it's not a trap. But it, and I think as we get better at spotting these things, then we can start looking into taking these kind of trade to say that hey, this is a second entry, a failed second entry, right? Because came up, it clearly rejects our EMA right here, right? But is it recheck? But I just don't think that we have enough experience right now to do that. Like right here is a clear recheck as well, right? But so I told myself, and then also FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. I miss out on this one. So here, I don't want it to just continue to go up without giving me any second entry. So I said, you know what? Clearly rejects at the EMA, and it actually a very bullish bar. So I place it right here. I told myself plenty of room to get back to the high, this high of a swing, right? But then I guess I failed to see that, hey, you know what, it closed and opened right at that level. Let's pull up that video real quick. There's two mistake I made right here. So that's just the first one by getting it. Just take a look how many times it checks right here, playing with my emotion. Okay, so I got in right here. It went up. It got to where I needed to be, came back down, came back up again, touch it, came back up again, and again. It did this for about 10 minutes. So it literally was came up and just hit that and stayed there for a long time. I just cannot get Phil to get out. So, and then on top of that, the next bar came in. Let me show you my second mistake right here. I was so sure that that one was going to be a good trade. Came back down, and look at that red bar. It also stopped right at the EMA. So I told myself, I'm like, man, this is got. I put in another order right there, trying to get in. So I tried to put in another order right here because I saw this rejection again and was so sure that this is going to work. So I put in another order right there, got fill on it, and next thing you know, it just break the whole thing falls apart, and then it did that. Okay. Um. So that particular trade. So again, patience is everything in this game, right? So it made a new high, came down, first entry. If I waited, came down, second entry right there. That would have worked well, right? Came back up, and that I would have gotten my scalp easily right there. But I saw this, didn't want to take it. Well, actually, I missed getting in right here, and then I saw the doji, and I was still kind of upset with myself right there. And now I'm at $128 down, so I just didn't want to do anything else. And but anyway, so comes to this part here, right? It never came back up here to test this high. The overall day is still it was up, right? So came down here, first entry right here, right? First entry short, and then you got a second entry right here with this bar, with this particular bar. Um, well, first entry is actually like right there, right? And then this bar ticks up, came back down, rejected, and then this one came down, clearly holding, and it basically starting to go up. Now, what I saw in this trade is a trap, okay? And as you can see, so this bar right here clearly started starting to come down, and this right here create a new leg. If anybody were to go short, the trap would be basically be up here. Okay, so that's why I kept my order up at this level. I didn't move it down because it can still tick up a little bit and came down. Um, what surprised me though is that once it ticks up, it actually lingers around this area for a little bit before it does. Normally, if it's really a trap, if there's a lot of people actually enter at this level, it actually will shoot up a lot faster. But you can see it took a while. It took about 10 minutes almost. We're still in that tray. Look at that. Yeah, it took over 10 minutes. And eventually it went up there. There you go. And eventually I got up there and became a winning tray. Okay, and then the rest of the day it actually made new high, but I was done for the day.
Target filled.
And ended up being $81.90 down. Um, again, right, we got to be patient if and let the trade comes to us. Don't try to. Now this is more me, right? But I think if you're watching, I think this is the biggest obstacle that you have to come through. Getting in a trade is so exciting, right? So the hardest part is just sitting there waiting for the trade to come to you so you can get in. I could have easily waited and get in right there and got this, but instead I give myself good reason to get in here. I think some of these, I think as we get better, we can start spotting these things, right? But we got to not do that until we have more experience. Anyway, again, it's a pretty long video, so I will just post this, most of the trades right here, but you can see that the rest of the day just went, continue to go up high. This is what I was afraid of right here, is that it keep on going and it would not give me an opportunity. But opportunity will come. We're only looking at 3 to 4 trades a day, so should not be too hard to come by those. Okay. All right. My apology for not getting the video on Friday up sooner. Uh, had a really busy Friday and the weekend, so hope you guys enjoyed it. See you tomorrow.